There we go. Let's get some different music in here. Boom! Howdy, or sorry, greetings, adventurers of the realm. Thank you for the follow, Descrom93. Howdy, hope you all are having a wonderful Wednesday, or Tuesday or Thursday, wherever you hail from. But, hope you're doing well. It feels good to be back. It feels like a long week. It feels like it's been forever since the last one. But I'm excited. Let's get some hellos out of the way. Glenn Finney, howdy. Hey, Swordplay. I can only stay for about an hour as I'm running a grand menagerie session then. Ooh, this is so in frame. Tux the Penguin Paladin may make an appearance. Penguin. Like Penguin Born? I would love to hear about how that goes afterwards. That's exciting. That's exciting. The Lunar Pierce. Cultists are relatively low level, so this should be quick. Will there be time for a second creature today? Yes, absolutely. And I'll show you something I've been doing with what little free time there is to kind of speed up this process. So we'll get into that in a little bit. But yeah, the plan is to make a few different levels of cultists. I think on our requests, which if you want to request a monster from 5th edition to be converted to DC20, !Discord in the chat, join the Swordplay and Sorcery Discord server, and then go to the request channel and fill out the 5e thing. Like, hey, I want this to be converted. I think we have a cultist and a cult fanatic. I think that's what it's called. But we have 2 different kinds of cultists today. That was a long way to answer that question. I'm sorry. It would be great to make several level of cultists. Great minds think alike, Glenn. Descrom says hello, hello. Wow, who's that Descrom93 fellow? Who could that be? I don't know. But one thing I want to do before we get into the stream is, since all of you are here, which by the way, first off, thank you for coming to these streams. It means a lot to me. It's so much fun to bounce ideas off of the chat for what we can do with these monsters and everything. There's a sneak peek I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you at the beginning of the stream, and then I'm also going to show you at the end of the stream in case people join in and they miss it. Tux the Penguin Warm Paladin was featured in the Pocket Dimension session I GM'd to raise money for the Alzheimer's Association. I need to go back and watch that because I think I missed that one. That one's not ringing any bells, so I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. But real quick, there we go. Real quick, it's time to show you all a sneak peek. Oh, I'm excited. We've been cooking this for a little bit, so here we go. That's right. What did you just witness? A teaser trailer. That is a teaser trailer for an actual play. A DC20 actual play. I have some players. We are filming the end of this month, and then we go into a very long editing process. Our goal with it is to 1, have fun, 2, showcase DC20, and 3, be a DC20 channel that makes it cinematic. That's the plan. Like, I'm not gonna refer to myself as a GM. I'm gonna refer to myself as a director. It's not gonna have every player on the screen at the same time. When it's time to focus on a player, they're gonna take up the screen. There's gonna be character art. There's even gonna be a special kind of way to show combat, but I'm not gonna ruin that surprise yet. I'm very, very excited. B-Town! Howdy! Nice! You know what? It's so nice, and I love it so much that I'm just going to show it again because I love it so much. The Chains of Laventria, coming soon. It's going to be 4 episodes, 1 complete story, and then depending how that goes, we would love to do more. Ooh, combat cam? Kind of. Growing up in a movie theater, managing a movie theater, love for movies and filmmaking is going to greatly influence what this looks like. So it may not be an action cam at first, but it might be storyboarded. That's the only hint I'm going to give. That's the only hint. That's the only one you get. What else before we get into the cultists? I found a 3D file made by someone in the DC20 Discord community. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but I thought I had it for a second. You could see my brain working there for a second. I thought I had it, but I didn't. They're making action trackers that you can print, and I've always wanted some of these, but I spend my money on so many other things. But I spent money on the files, and now I'm printing these action trackers. I will hopefully get the name of whoever made these soon. So this is the bottom. It's gonna be like a magnet system. So there's gonna be like the button that says like 1 action, and you can flip it so that it says ready. And then when you flip it down, it marks it as used. Super excited. So printing some of these, gonna paint them, gonna make them look nice. Super cool. I'm excited. Maybe I'll make them color themed to my players' like general color scheme. Maybe that could be something. I used to do painting streams a lot. Chains of Acheron. Acheron? Homage? Here, let me look that up and I will tell you if it is an homage or not. Chains of Acheron. Oh, right. The Matt Colville one. No, but the director part was. So yes and no, I guess. The director part 100% inspired by the game. I like the idea of being the director, and then my players are like the cast. Yeah, Matt Colville, yeah. No, it was not inspired by that, but the director part, calling myself that, absolutely. 3D printing and TTRPGs, couldn't name a better hobby combo. Don't I know it. I love painting miniatures. I love printing them. I like printing monsters, little scatter terrain. I only have a resin printer. I don't have a, what's it called, an FDM printer. So I can't print big things like armor, crazy things like that. But I don't know that I would ever want to, because where would I put it? That's the big question. I love my resin printer. That's right. Convergent Evolution. Speaking of evolution, I think it's time that we evolve the 5th edition Cultist into a DC20 stat block. Let's do this! Boom! Uh-oh. I've already broken the display. There we go. So, if you're new to this stream, how does this work? There is a template that I use. There is a simplified one. Here, I can actually make this a little smaller for everyone. Boop. Maybe a little smaller than that. Whoa, that's too small. So there's a detailed stat block and a miniature stat block. What we do first is we fill out the miniature one because it goes on the top of the PDF. So if you just need a quick, easy, glance at it kind of thing, you run with that one. If you need a more detailed stat block, you have a secondary option below it. That's how I like to do it. So that's how I do it because it works for me. So boom, why not? The Pressa MK4s just came out. I'm not sure if I know which ones those are. I use an Elegoo. D&D Short / Will had a sweet Blood Dragon stat block / 3D printer link. Yes. I didn't know about the stat block part, but I saw the pictures of the miniature and it looked sweet. It looked super sweet. But I started working on this sheet right here. This is a part of the document that's new, but with what little free time I have been going through page by page the monster manual and breaking apart the stat block and putting them in here so that we can just kind of copy paste things. So there's monster actions that are from the D&D book. Some of them are from the DC20 playtest, the monster guide. This music is really intense. But started trying to slowly codify an easy way so that we can do more monsters on stream. Because we get a lot of requests for the big monsters, which take up a lot of time. You have free time? Who allowed that? I know. I'm sorry. I'll get to work on that. Free time is about to all be used on this actual play and making it the best that I can. And then, you know what? Here, we'll go back to chatting for a second. I'm super looking forward to the feedback. Super. I can't wait to film it. I can't wait to edit it and then release it, right? And if enough people love it and are passionate about it, and maybe probably even like do support a little bit on Patreon, then I would love to continue it, take people's feedback and make it bigger. It's taken a little bit of time because I wanted to make sure if we were going to do this that everyone got paid who was a part of it. So that took a little bit of time, but we got there eventually. All right, now, but yeah, so we have some monster actions. This obviously isn't the entire monster manual. There's still a lot to do. I guess kind of a lot. 50% of this is bite and claw attacks. But we have some monster actions. We have some monster features, monster enhancements, so ways to enhance your actions that you take, monster reactions, and apex features and apex actions. Paid? Impressive. Thank you. All right. So we want to create a cultist. So we're going to do that. We're going to rename this so I don't lose it. I know it's off screen, but cultist. All right. And we're going to copy over this monster stat block. Boom. All right. I'm gonna flip through the physical book today. I could pull it up in a different tab, but because I don't own the monster manual on D&D Beyond, it can be a little weird pulling up some things. I know there's ways to pull it up, not on D&D Beyond, but sometimes they don't look like a stat block, and then I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't know what to do. Actually, I 100% forgot. The Cultist is part of the player's handbook. Because I did not see it in there. Okay. The 2014 player's handbook. There might be one in the 2024 handbook. We could check that real quick. Ooh, we're gonna blur the stream. Uh-oh. Okay. It's such an easy joke to make because it's true. Okay. Is there a cultist stat block in the new? ABC. No, there is not. Or maybe it was the back of the monster manual that I'm remembering. I'm not someone who has the entire book memorized like to a T. Like there's people who can like list every mechanic and how it works and interacts with everything. I'm not that guy. I'm not a professional. I'm not a professional D&D person. I'm not a professional DC20 person. I'm a very casual person. Yo, Galaxy Fox Night Sky, how you doing? You going to join us in the Grand Menagerie today? Jakin got the book. Oh, yes. Oh, wait, have you not seen that, Fox? The book. This is the book. Can't open it. I'll get in trouble, but this is the book. I really want to, but I gotta get up really early tomorrow. Gross. Yeah. Quick review of the book for you, Fox. It's not bad. It's a lot of fun. It's really great. It's objectively better than 2014. I don't know why anyone would want to continue using 2014 when this is out, other than like not wanting to drop $50 on this, which I get. The core rules they haven't really changed, so you don't need the book, but if you want the better version of the classes, which I'm going to say, they are better versions, even the Ranger, kind of. Yeah, the book is awesome. It's not perfect. It's flawed as hell. But there you go. Cultist should be in the back of the 2014 Monster Manual. That's the vibe I was starting to get. I was like, oh, Cultist, that'll be in the C section. It was not. Galaxy going to chill with you, Swordplay. She has my proxy on monster votes once I leave. Ooh, noted. The back of the book. Appendix, miscellaneous creatures. I'll never understand why they just don't include that with the regular stuff, but whatever. Commoner, cultist. Golly, so far back. Medium, humanoid, any race, any non-good alignment. We don't do alignment. All right. So we got the cultist. This is a level, probably like what, 1/4 challenge rate? A challenge rating of 0. Okay. So let me get this back up. There we go. Level 0. And this is a medium humanoid. Grunt, I don't know. Minion, I don't know. Sure, we'll go with minion, because why not? Initiative, I like it. I'm gonna get rid of it for now. No initiative. I have one reason, Paladin. You have one reason, Paladin. Oh, Paladin. Oh, 2024. Okay. All right. Here's my take on new Paladin, right? New Paladin needed to be nerfed. Paladin needed to be nerfed. Way overpowered. Way too broken. Feels pretty good right now. Does it suck? I suppose. But the Dungeon Master in me is very happy Paladin got a nerf. And now as a horse, or fine steed. But yeah, blasphemy. I say we have small and giant cultists. Says you. Do the DC20 West Marches proud. Giant cultists. Do we need to start making giant cultists? Yo, Jakin, we're watching you from small group. Oh, hi. Miss you guys. I'm doing nerdy stuff now in Texas. Texas is very hot right now. We've been in the hundreds for a little bit, but it's finally cooling down for who knows how long. Giant cultist of Surtur Asgardbane. The first part sounds familiar. Luke, Anthony, me, and Grant. I'm glad you guys can see me nerding out about tabletop role-playing games. I miss you guys. Jakin, careful, you might get hit with a smite. A smite, not as often as it used to be, though. Ranger is still weak. Yes and no. Yes and no. Ranger, as far as like the class fantasy, yeah, Ranger's pretty weak. Hunter's Mark not scaling, that's pretty lame. The nerf to Sharpshooter, that's a giant blow to the Ranger. So ranged Rangers, not super great. Dual wielding Ranger, I think is going to be a pretty broken thing moving forward though. Dual wielding Ranger, it's going to be pretty broken in terms of damage. Because I want to say by level 5, right? Because there's now like weapon property or weapon masteries, things like that. You could theoretically, because each one gets its own property, right? You could theoretically have 4 actions or 4 attacks a turn pretty early on. So dual wielding Ranger, great for damage. Ranger for exploration and stuff, not great. Not great at all. Hey, One Shot Quest gang, wishing you all the best. The One Shot Quest gang. Is the boss in here? Are they? Hold on. Hold on. Did I miss something? The One Shot Quest gang. What are you talking about? You got me paranoid that my boss is in here. Like, where? Where's he at? Where's he at? I don't think Ranger is weak, but maybe still needs to be built right. 100%. Ranger is a joke. Is it better than Old Ranger? 100%. 100% better than Old Ranger. But all of the flavor of like exploration, gone. Favorite terrain, gone. Favorite foe, gone. All of that's kind of been combined into one class feature that kind of did that stuff. But it's very sad to see how messed up Ranger is. The Hunter subclass should probably be the base Ranger. I don't know. Reading the new Ranger made me go through like a crisis of like what I think a Ranger should be. And I think Bob Worldbuilder's video really nailed it. He made a whole video about Ranger and why is it so hard to get a Ranger right. And thankfully DC20 and Tales of the Valiant came the closest to getting a Ranger right. I think DC20 had the edge just slightly. And Bob Worldbuilder had a really great piece of feedback that I super agree with, now that I've heard it, is like, why are we limiting Rangers to 1 or 2 terrains? If their whole thing is ranging, right? Being in all these different terrains, environments, like that's their thing. Why are we limiting them to 1 terrain? Let the terrains be like passive features for them, like passive effects. I know some people don't agree with that. It's okay to be wrong. The Ranger frustrates me, only because it's my favorite class. So I'm just a little extra passionate about it. Ranger has some interesting stuff at level 17 plus. It does, and then you see what everyone else has at the higher levels, and you're like, oh, I kind of suck in comparison to everyone else's upgrades. Which is kind of sad because, well, that's super high. Yeah, it's super high. Yeah, 5e needs to work on exploration rules. Yes, and I'm almost at the point where I'm starting to want to see more of that with DC20. We've had a lot of combat, and combat is something that you need to get right. You need to focus on. I get it. But I do find myself wondering more and more like, hey, what will exploration look like? What will handling traps be like? Social encounters? I'm not bothered by it or like the lack of it yet, but I slowly find myself getting to that point of, okay, I'm ready to start seeing some more of the non-combat sides of DC20. New Ranger is the ADHD class, can't focus on anything except hyper focus on Hunter's Mark. Yeah, Hunter's Mark. So much things they could do if only they could focus. If only. People seem to really like Forbidden Lands for exploration. Forbidden Lands. I'll have to make a note of that one. I'll have to maybe take some notes. Maybe homebrew it in. DC20 is pretty good, and it might even become a little better because exploration mechanics, I hope they will be awesome. Can't wait to learn more. Yeah, I'm excited. I know Alan's not going to do this, but there are some things about the new player's handbook I was super pumped about, right? Like, they super hyped up crafting, which I'm not big about crafting mechanics. I get why people like them, but they're whatever to me. But I was very excited. I was like, okay, I'd love to have my mind change. Let's look at some crafting mechanics. And you do that, and it's a paragraph. It's a paragraph in the new book. I'm not even kidding. It's like, it has the title, it says one paragraph of the crafting rules, and then it moves on to the next thing. And it has the weirdest formula. It's like 180 days to make plate armor. And then you can have one other person help you craft the armor, and it divides how many days it takes by 2. So 90 days. It's freaking stupid. And this is assuming your character is working 8 hours a day on this one thing. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Forbidden Lands, I hear, has awesome lore. Okay. That's 2. Okay. So I might need some more Forbidden Lands in my life. I want the DC20 rest system and exploration system look like. Yeah, me too. Exploration challenges in DC20. Yeah. I kind of do a little bit of those, but they're kind of like skill checks. I base them off of what they look like in the Hunted one-shot. Because that's all I have to go off of, really, at the moment. Which isn't a bad thing. Obviously, the game is still in development, right? But I'm excited to see what these rules eventually look like. If I could time skip in real life to just have the finished game, I totally would. Or maybe I wouldn't, because it's fun seeing the game get developed. The crafting was disappointing. So disappointing. Yep. Based on Alcander's, I really hope DC20 excels in social and faction depositions. I was pretty late to the 5e stuff with Coach. I hopped into Patreon a little bit before DC20 launched officially, before the 0.4. So I was very late to that. I bought like some things individually, like essentially his Spelljammer one, because it's a better Spelljammer than the recent Spelljammer. Maybe more to come in the damage. Wait, what? Maybe more to come in the damage? Oh, DMG. Oh. Maybe. I know custom backgrounds do. Custom backgrounds are not a thing in the player's handbook. Gotta go run my Grand Menagerie session. Have a great live stream. Public service announcement. Like the live stream. Oh, thank you, Glenn. Good luck. Hope you and your players have a bunch of fun. And everyone do what Glenn said. Like the video. Subscribe if you haven't. It's free. I think. Yeah, it's free. Yeah, same, though Coach seems to be sticking to those philosophy. Yeah. Alright, now, we got a cultist to make. So, for might, agility, charisma, and intelligence, it's fairly straightforward. Whatever the modifier is, you basically just apply that as the score. So, for might, we have a 0. Agility, we have a 1. Charisma, we have a 0. And then intelligence with a 5e stat block, Jado and Mortal, which if you want to see their whole document of how to convert monsters, ! Mortal in the chat. You basically combine intelligence and wisdom, which in this case is just 0. He's got one little number right there. All right, let's go ahead and look at. Let's go ahead and pull up the mortal site because there's new health points and things. There's a whole new section about how to create and do things. Alrighty. So because this is a level 0 character, it recommends for health points 6, 10, or 14. So I'm gonna say, I mean, they're not hard. I feel like they're pretty easy. I mean, cultists, they have 9 health points at level 0. So my gut says 6. We're gonna say 6. All right, physical defense and mental defense. For physical defense, it recommends an 11 and an 8. Okay, so we got 11, 16, 21, 0, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, and 18, and 0. So we got our physical defense, we have our mystical defense. I'm not gonna give them PDR, MDR. I don't see a need for it. This is gonna be a very straightforward stat block creation. Giant cultists. Oh my God. Forgot it starts in half an hour. Oh, are you back? Did you psych me out? Do I have to sue you, Glenn? Is that what I'm gonna have to do? Alrighty. Senses. It has a passive perception of 10, which in DC20, if you want to calculate your passive skill, it's 8 plus the necessary modifier. So this is going to be an 8, 9, 10. Oh, it's going to be an 11. So passive awareness 11. Features. Do we? Is it even worth giving this person features? Dark Devotion. The cultists have advantage on saving throws against being charmed or frightened. That's the only feature they have. That checks out for me. I'm actually going to delete the cell and shift up. Okay. So what do we call this? We call this, oh yeah, Dark Devotion. What is this music? Okay. The cultist has advantage on saves against being charmed or frightened. The cultist has advantage on saving throws against being charmed or frightened. Yep. All right. Action points. 4. I know it does not get 4 action points. It gets 3. And it has a check of 3. So we get 3. A check of 3. Save DC is 10 plus your common mastering plus. It would just be 13, I think. I mean, we'll just round it to a 14 because why not? And then for speed, we'll give it a speed of 5 because, yeah. All right, let's see what everyone is saying. Yes and no. Okay. I'd let peeps in DC and DC20 Westmarch chats know Swordplay is live. We need more peeps. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that. You don't have to do that. I appreciate it. True. Come on all. This is the cool kids club. It is. And if they come into the stream, I can show them the announcement. I can show them. I can be like, hey, we're going to be doing a DC20 actual play. We got this. Okay, the medium cultist might get 3 action points. But where's the but? But the large cultist. But the giant there it is. There it is. Our first thing is a scimitar. It has a scimitar? Alright. So this is where I might could look over here in these monster actions. I don't have anything that's a scimitar. So you know what we'll do? We'll just take the Talon. Ooh, I almost went to the wrong thing. I was about to just delete the entire thing. So we'll just change this to... I don't even think a scimitar is in the game. And it's a melee range. Let's check, because I didn't think it was. No, it is not. Which, I always forget what a scimitar is. It's just a curved blade, right? Yeah, okay. So we'll just do, wait, why am I doing that? We can just go to the creation spreadsheet. How much damage should they do? This is a medium difficulty, right? So 1.5. 1.5. I'm going to round that up to 2. Because 0.5's just, no. And then we have another action called CULTIST. No, wait, that's just about them, isn't it? That's all the actions. Delete cells and shift up. Maybe we'll do it like an attack enhancement. DC20 actual play. Oh wait, Galaxy, you didn't see it. Oh my goodness, Galaxy. Oh my goodness. I hope you're paying attention. Check this out. Boom! Very little damage. Round down to 1. Yeah, okay, we'll do 1. Not a lot of health. Gonna be wiped off the board very fast. Let the T and Tori Discord know too. Oh, right. All right. I should see if that's okay. I deleted something. Okay, there we go. 2 is actually a lot of base damage for such a low level creature. Yes. Play it again? Play it again? Whatever are you talking about? Boom! Boom! That's the actual play teaser. And we film at the end of this month, and then I'm so excited. It will probably release October? Probably October. But for sure, probably the Discord will get early access to it. I will be here for the live play. Thank you. Thank you for that. Bazinga. Scimitar, melee, 1 damage. Oh, wait, why did things disappear? I see what happened. Wait. No, wait, why did that happen? No! I need to shift this around just a tiny bit. Okay. I gotta fix my border. Border. Boom. Boom. Okay, there we go. All right. Yeah, 2 is a lot of damage. I agree. We'll just round down with the 0.5 stuff. Wait, Bladebound! What's up? Howdy! How you doing? Let's do attack enhancements, because I want it to be I want it to have a little bit more than that. We'll just do power. If they really need to use one of their action points, right, we'll just do that. So we'll do power. And then I don't know about giving them another. Let's see, we have radiant power, grapple, slow, poison, no, we'll just do 1 enhancement. I don't see a need for it to have 2. So delete cells and shift up. Oh yeah, that just gets rid of the whole box. That's stupid. Oh wait, yeah, we gotta say how many action points this is. So we gotta say, boom, 1. And just like that. And just like that, we have a cultist. Fix the lines. Boom! That's our cultist. Super easy. It should say coming now, but I can't. I don't have it yet. Poison. I feel that's a creepy cult. Oh wait, you're right. Hold on. Yeah, we could do poison. Ooh. Yes, good catch. Boom, boom. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. There we go. Now we can fix our borders. Boop, 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 boop. You know what I would really like to do in the future? Like, obviously, I want to do DC20 actual play stuff, right? I would love to do something Star Trek related. Whether it's with Star Trek Adventures or it's with DC20. Something Star Trek related. Specifically in the original series time. Because that's the only Star Trek I like. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. I like the serial sci-fi. Serialized sci-fi. Alright, let's see. We'll copy all of this. Paste it down. Our senses. Control C. Control V. And then our features. Boom. Delete cells and shift up. Okay. Reactions. I don't know that I'm gonna give them reactions. I don't know. What's up? Hype for the actual play? Thank you. Thank you. That makes me really excited to hear. I will have to do probably more consistent updates if there's interest already. Finally hopping on here to watch while I session prep. Ooh, that's something we should do too. We should do session prep streams. We should do. Okay, screaming. Oh, good luck with the prep. Wait, yeah, good luck. You've got this. Wing it. I love a cultist curse time. Yes. Thanks. Just putting the finishing touches on my Friday and Saturday session. 2 sessions. I wish. Oh, that's my dad's favorite show. Good show. TOS. P.S. I met Shatner, Nichols, Koenig, and Takai. Sadly, Kelly and Nimoy died before I could. Of the original crew, I've only met Shatner, and that was very recent. And then Takai I met years ago. Both actors I met at DragonCon. Very, very sweet. Very, very sweet. So sweet. We watch together. It's fun. I love the adventures. I like how it's every week is a new adventure. At the moment, I run a long form campaign, so it's not serialized, but I would love to do serialized adventures. Just every week, new monster, new adventure, new problem to overcome. I really like that style of storytelling. Session prep is a mixed bag, but maybe a good patron benefit. Patron would help do more DC20 videos and actual play stuff. I'll have to start plotting that. I'll have to start doing that. Swords play and sorcery DC20 action play, heck yes. Bill Shatner is an experience. It was awkward. It was a little awkward. I thought he was sweet, but I've heard some stories. Watch session prep while I session prep? Yes, please. Todd! Oh my gosh, Todd, wait, hold on. You're here. This is another excuse to show this off. I'm so proud of that teaser. I love it so much. I love it so much. I was like, how do you make a teaser for something you have no footage of yet? You wing it. That's how. I like it. Y'all meet all the cool people while I'm stuck in Europe. I mean, Europe sounds like it would be cool though. I tried. All right, back with the cultist, because we love our cults. Do they have any skills? Deception +2, religion +2. So we'll say influence +2. And what was the other one? Religion +2. No, wait, there's occultism. I think I just butchered the spelling of that. I think it's 1C. Wait, right? Yes, that's in there, right? Occult. Oh, it is 2 C's. I'm dumb. Where were we? It's here. 1 C, 2 C's. Influence and occultism +2. Did he talk about how going to space felt like dying? No. He did not. We got the autograph signed. I basically was saying like, thank you, it's so cool getting to see you in the flesh. He did not talk about that. It's an awesome teaser, thank you. Hoping to do a Daggerheart actual play and launch it October-ish. Still recruiting though. I got to play Daggerheart at Gen Con this year with the Pocket Dimension, and it genuinely was such a great experience. You know what, here, we'll do full screen for this part. I loved it. I loved it so much. Where's I going with this? Oh yeah. I love D&D. There's obviously things missing from it that DC20 like fills that need for me. Like, I love D&D. I will still always play D&D. DC20 is my main system because it reminds me the most of what D&D and Pathfinder in my early TTRPG days felt like. I love it. 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 Daggerheart scratched the other need that I don't get from D&D, which is roleplay, stories, narrative. It's so good. It was so good. And maybe it was just heightened because of Matt and no, I'm blanking on her name. Oh my gosh, Allison. I always say Alice. The Pocket Dimension crew, right? Maybe it was just heightened because I got the chance to play with them, but I really loved Daggerheart. I think it takes second place for my favorite TTRPG. First place is Daggerheart, or not Dagger. Whoa, maybe it is. First place is DC20. Second place is Daggerheart. It was so good. It was so good. Galaxy, the UK, gets some great guests at cons. Yeah. Jakin, is that Pokemon theme? No, it's not. This is from the Epidemic Sound Fantasy playlist. Yes, occultism seems on point. Sweet. I met Elijah Wood. I have not met Elijah Wood. I've heard he's sweet though. Bladebound sounds fun. What made you land on Daggerheart for it? I'd be curious too. I think Daggerheart's gonna do really well in actual play and podcast format, because TTRPG is kind of like a radio drama anyways when it's in podcast form. Daggerheart is really good with narrative and roleplay, storytelling, and being collaborative. In the same way that DC20 is for combat, Daggerheart is for the roleplay and story part. That's my theory, at least, of why Bladebound picked it. Daggerheart is my main game. I'm at 70-ish games now. 70? And you're doing DC20? Or no? Or were you talking about Daggerheart session prep? I met Sean Astin, but not Elijah. Dang. And Orlando Bloom. Dang. Nope, haven't met Bloom. You're ahead of me there. And me, I was the other person with you with TPD at Gen Con. Oh, right. That's right. Oh my god, Gen Con was such a blur. I grouped you with the Pocket Dimension. Oh man. Daggerheart was so good. Daggerheart was so good. Oh my god, I would love to see your Daggerheart. Because I think you with the DM or GM that we had, who was awesome, by the way. I have so many photos of the table and like the 3D printed airship we got to play on. You two super helped it Daggerheart click for me. Which I know I told all of you this, but all of you who are watching this, I almost didn't show up for the Daggerheart playtest. I super injured. I did something to my foot. Like my shoes were falling apart at the convention. They were killing me. It was kind of later in the day. I was already tired. I was like, I'm not gonna know anybody. Is it gonna be an awkward experience? And then I spotted Matt, and I was like, wait, that's Matt from the Pocket. Wait, she's from the Pocket. Wait, I know these people. And thankfully, they were kind enough to let me play at the table. All three of you. It was great. It was so good. Honestly, it was my highlight of Gen Con, getting to play Daggerheart with everyone. I wish I did more like playing games. I did a lot of panels. But I wish I did more games. Oh, man. 70-ish is a good number. AK is Amaze Bala. Amaze Bala. Dagger Chart 20? Dagger Chart D20? Dagger? We'll figure out some kind of blend of the two. Elijah Wood is so sweet and very funny. Good guy who loves making jokes just to make people smile. Aww. Daggerheart is awesome at teamwork and storytelling. Dude, yes. DC20 is that, but for mechanics. Yes, I think that's why I like DC20 equally as much, if not a little bit more, because it's collaborative mechanics. But again, Daggerheart was collaborative storytelling, which scratches the movie nerd in me. Both scratch itches that not DC20. There's too many freaking D's with TTRPGs. They both do what D&D does not for me. That's what I'm trying to say. I want to meet y'all too. Yes, meet us. The GM at our table was amazing, so sweet, so kind, and I really liked how he incorporated like his family and how they helped him build the ship, paint things. It was such a sweet dude, so sweet. 3D printed airship? Way to bury the lead. What? What you mean? Hi, Pooks. Hi, Marcy. Hope you're doing well. Good footwear is a key to a good con life. Yes. And it messed me up this year. It messed me up. I will not make that same mistake next year. Y'all should come to PAX Unplugged and hang. We play some games. I don't know if I'm gonna make it to PAX Unplugged. I know the boss, Duke, One Shot Questers, he'll be at PAX Unplugged. I don't know that I will. Probably not. We'll see. SNS and Pocket Dimension, wish I could have been there. And Bladebound. Don't make the mistake I just did and forget the name, because I have the name, but I just haven't connected it to Bladebound yet. But after tonight, 100% I have, because I'm not going to let that mistake happen again. Like we've said at the TPD, Daggerheart is the theater teacher's response to D&D, and DC20 is the literal math teacher's response to D&D. Yup. And that it's such a great way to describe it too. It's perfect. DC20 on roll 20 on dimension 20 for all the 20s. That's a lot of 20s. That's too many 20s. DC20 combat, Daggerheart Social, Forbidden Lands Exploration. You keep bringing up Forbidden Lands. I'm gonna have to check out Forbidden Lands. And Bladebound. Yeah, and you forgot Bladebound again. Come on. Don't make the mistake I did. Stop it. It's okay, I was going by my IRL name at con. Yeah, that's what I associated with it. I need to make the connection to the YouTube channel, but like I said, it's not gonna happen again after tonight. Improv. So true, and I am a math nerd theater geek. I am not a math nerd, but theater geek, big time theater geek. Big time theater geek. You know what? We can make this a little bit better. That's just so much information. Okay. Where were we? Languages. Any one language, usually common. I mean, it's almost unnecessary how empty that would be. So I'm going to actually opt to delete. Resistances. No resistances. No vulnerabilities. No conditions. So how about we just delete these and shift up. You have everything you need. Reactions. Do we want to add reactions to our cultist? Teleport, undermine. When missed by a melee attack, the creature can force the attacker to make an agility save. On a failure, the attacker is knocked prone. You know what? Why not? This is my cultist. I can do whatever I want. And we'll replace the creature, in the parentheses, the cultist. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Just delete cells. All right. I like that. Boom, boom, boom. Undermine. When missed. Oh wait, we gotta. Yeah, it's one action point. Almost forgot the action point. It's kind of the whole thing of the game. When missed by a melee attack, the cultist can force the attacker to make an agility save. On a failure, the attacker is knocked prone. I know I have that kind of slanted. I think I'm gonna do slanted bold. Yeah, that makes it stand out a little bit more for me. And then as for damage, it's just gonna be 1 point. Physical save, failure. Update this to also be bold. Target is poisoned for 1 minute, which means I need to fix this up here. 1. Make that 1. Make it all look consistent, and then we'll catch up with the chat again. 1 damage, failure. 1 damage, failure. Oh, that's the other thing. And 1 slashing damage, and that's our regular cultist. And then we can just move on to the cult fanatic after that, who is a level 2, so have a little bit more, to him. I love your 3C system, Glenn. It was fun. A 3C system. What does that mean? Infernal and Abyssal for cultists. Vulnerable to Radiant. Vulnerable to Radiant? I don't think so, because cultists can just be a very general thing. But theme-wise, I'm not opposed to it. Infernal and Abyssal. Well, those are like super, like rare languages in DC20. So probably not. But maybe the cult fanatic, yes, we could do those languages, I think. Yes, and I have some ideas to tweak 3C to have some Blades in the Dark, Chronicles of Darkness type virtues and vice mechanics. Oh, shoot. Even if you don't use them, have them. Even if you don't use them, have them? I'm not sure what that means. That sounds awesome, Glenn. If you ever want to run a blah, blah, blah. I've been playing with the idea of running DC20, Everyday Heroes, and 3C at PAX Unplugged. Are you going to have time to breathe, Glenn? Jakin, how long have you been playing DC20? Since 0.4, which, whenever that was. I think that launched officially, when? September of last year? September or October is when I finally made the switch from D&D to DC20. But I got to play test it last year at Gen Con. So yeah, I think since September, whenever the 0.4 officially launched, whenever I got my hands on it. And on that note, I have to bolt for real this time. Giant Cultist next, I say. Glenn, thank you for hanging out as always. Thank you for your insights. Thank you for the chat. I hope you have a great night. I hope your players have fun. And don't die. I don't know why I did that, but don't die. Giant Cultist for Glenn. Cult leader fanatic. I'd always suggest having a weakness. I was talking about reactions. Oh. Yeah, we at least have one reaction. Weaknesses. Let's see, does every... Because I don't know that... Because not every stat block has a weakness. Some of them do. Yeah. I don't think for the cultist. Breathing is for the weak. Oh, you're right, my bad. Even if you don't use them, have them as an option. For reactions, yes. For weaknesses, I don't know about putting them on just for having them. Because I don't... Because they're just general. They're not really like something specific, like an angel or a demon or an imp or something like that. Not everyone has a weakness. That's just my personal take. Oh, I think we're on the same page then? Occultist's weakness is critical thinking. Dang. 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 Let's see, what time is it? It's 7:33. Let's see if we can get the cult fanatic in. So we'll do one more. Let me name this so that I can get this in here. Our cult fanatic. All right. As always, we're going to start with our simple stat block. So we're going to copy this. Go to our cult fanatic. Boom. Start putting in the deeds. Cult fanatic. And the cult fanatic is a level 2. Okay. And I guess we can make it large. The cult fanatic is just freaky large. So we'll just say large humanoid leader. Those are our keywords. No initiative. I don't feel like doing that. Might, agility, charisma, and intelligence. We have a might of... Large doesn't mean strong. We'll fill these out and then we'll see. So we have 0, 2, 2, and 1. Okay. Or common sense, dang. Jakin, make him giant. We made him large. I have all the love for Daggerheart, my favorite TTRPG since closed beta. Only worry is how short the open beta was, February through July, which is one thing I love about DC20, where Coach is taking his time. Yes. Okay. My group, we wanted to playtest Daggerheart, but you know, we had to schedule it in with the DC20 stuff because that's what the game that we run every single week. But by the time next month came around, they announced, hey, there's a new version of Daggerheart with different rules, and new things to print and new cards, and we were like, oh, that was fast. That just threw a whole wrench in everything. Because I had just learned the rules for the other version, or read them. But yeah, I'm so glad it feels like it's slowing down. So maybe I can actually give it a shot and try to keep up. Maybe. Please, giant cult fanatic. Yeah, big boy cult. Big boy. We got a large humanoid leader. Speaking of leader, how many health points should this thing have? At level 2, Jado recommends 12, 18, or 24. Let's say 18. Let's make this thing a little bit harder to hit. So boom, and then physical defense for level 2 should be 12 and 9. Okay. So we got 12, 17, 22, 0, 9, 14, 19, 0. That's what we got so far. Yeah, beta was moving so fast, so fast. I gotta go soon. I've been told I need sleep. Oh yeah, it's like a different time. You probably do need sleep. Go sleep. There'll be a VOD. There'll be a VOD. But, Galaxy, before you go, I don't know if you've heard yet. Just making sure you're aware. I'm just making sure you know. I'm just making sure. Just making sure. All right. Senses. We have just passive perception. So we'll say passive awareness. 10 plus 13. Not 10 plus 13. 10 plus 3. So that would be past 11. 13. Features. Let's see, we got some features. We have Dark Devotion. The Fanatic has advantage on saving throws against being charmed or frightened. So we'll just copy that other one into here. And make sure that's bold. And then we have Spellcasting, which in DC20 is a feature tag. So what we'll do is we'll just say Command B, Spellcasting. I think that's what it's called. We can find out in the one shot. If we scroll up to the other people, Spellcaster. So we need all this text. Okay, so Spellcaster. It still bolded everything. Bold of them to assume that's what I wanted it to do. I'm sorry. All of Nightmare's attacks? No. Cult Fanatics. Attacks act as MP effects for the purpose of spell duels. Additionally, Cult Fanatic. The Cult Fanatic. The Cult Fanatic can perform spell duels but can't make opportunity attacks. There we go. There we go. It's 2:36 a.m. Jeez, go to sleep. Now I can't sleep, too much height. Oh my gosh. Gotta head out too and actually get my prep done. Catch you next one, Jakin. Thank you so much for hanging out, everyone. Subscribe to Bladebound. Otherwise, I won't do the actual play. What actual play? That one. Don't forget. Okay. So we have Dagger. That's our main attack. Okay. So we'll just take our Scimitar right here. And then we'll we'll just rename it to Dagger, and it is 1 action. So level 2, we should be doing 2 damage. And we have a check of 4 and action points of 4. Okay. So this is going to be 2 slashing damage. I'm assuming it's slashing. A check of 4. A save DC of 14. And a speed of 5? Question mark? If we're large, do we have a penalty to our speed? I don't know. Good luck, Bladebound. Have fun. All right. So we have that, but now we have spell casting. What kind of spell casting should we throw on? The spells it has listed in the D&D stat block are Light, Sacred Flame, and Thaumaturgy for our cantrips. Then we have Command, Inflict Wounds, Shield of Faith, Hold Person, and Spiritual Weapon. Interesting. Let's see. What are some other spellcasting stuff we have? These are the only 2 spellcasters. Umbral Flame, Shadow Stitching, Searing Flame. Oh, interesting. I made that in Apex Legend earlier. Somatic Shatter, Arcane Sigil. Arcane Sigil feels appropriate. So I'm going to add that. But oh. Come on. Come on. There it goes. Okay. Yeah, that feels appropriate to add. So we have the Cult Fanatic creates a magical symbol within their space. Within their space for 1 minute. They have advantage on all spell checks while within this space. So we have Dagger, we have Arcane Sigil. I think I'm just gonna. We have Silent Image, Hallucination. Honestly, Hallucination seems like kind of fun for this. So we'll insert shells. Insert what? Command C, Command V. Command V. Whoa. What? I'm sorry. What? Control C. Control V. There we go. Hallucination. Spell attack versus MD, 10 spaces, 1 psychic. I'm changing that to 2 because, oops, we need to fix that. Boom, there we go. All right, so we have Arcane Sigil, we have Hallucination, maybe 1 more spell. We have Arcane Sigil, Hallucination, we have a Dagger, and then let's do Umbral Flame. Ooh, my 3D printer is done making the buttons for the tracker. All right, so we have insert cells, help. Command C, Command V. So I'm gonna have to re-get this. Yes, I hear it. My 3D printer's like, now! We gotta get different music for next time. This is not very fantasy at all to me. Alright, so we got Umbral Flame. Boom. And then attack enhancements. Let's go to this one where we started adding some things. I like the idea of poison. So I am gonna throw that one in here. And then on a failure, target is poisoned for 1 minute. And then we need one more feature. What do they have for these spellcasters? Searing Flame. And then nothing over there. I think poison. We'll just make it like power. Oops. There we go. Boom. Power. So we'll, oops. Come on. We'll bold all of this, make this 1, and then this will be 2. Is poisoned for 1 minute. Okay. I'm jamming. You're jamming? I won't even mess with the music. We'll just leave it. I'm happy with this stat block. So now I'm going to take this, Control C, Cult Fanatic, Control V, and we'll start copy pasting some things over and then filling out the rest. Awareness or senses. Boom. Features. Go ahead and put these in here. Spell check 4. Just so much easier just to copy paste it all. And then all these. And then, oh no! Delete cells and shift up. Okay. But we do need reaction. Or at least reaction. Oh. There we go. Okay. Undermine. I'm honestly kind of fine just having undermine. Skills. What's the cult good at? Or the cult fanatic. We have deception, persuasion, and religion. So literally the same as this. Not much different there. Languages. Any one language, usually common. We will add, not abyssal. Languages. What? Skills, trades, and languages. I know these. Just give me the languages. Deep speech. Deep speech, fiend, and celestial. Maybe fiend. I don't know about deep speech, but we can throw it in there. Fiend, deep speech. All right. And then it has no resistances, vulnerabilities, or conditions. So to make life just that much simpler, we will delete cells and shift up. And just like that, we've made a cult fanatic and a cultist. I've never really understood the cultist stat block thematically. Like, all cultists are the same, no matter the cult? I don't know. Yeah, my understanding, here, we'll Here, we'll get a little bit closer for this. My understanding of the stat block is it's meant to be general. It's meant to be, you kind of just throw them in so that they fit wherever, right? But at the beginning of the monster manual, it talks about doing variable stat blocks. I believe you're supposed to take the cultist and apply the variable stat block to it. To kind of form fit them a little bit better to a specific idea, theme, or cult. At least that's my understanding. I don't like that, but I see kind of what they were aiming for. Deep speech equals aliens / extraterrestrial. Oh. Wow. Oops. There's no more deep speech. Ah ha ha. Ah ha ha. They should get some power or damage type or resistance from the god / goddess they worship. True. But then I have to wonder with the stat block. What that would entail. Because I feel like it'd be a different kind of thing depending on who they worship. And this is where like the whole like making a general cult thing is kind of like wacky, because we start getting into these kinds of weeds and it's like, okay, how detailed do we go? Is this like a cult fanatic of Bahamut? Is it one of like Tiamat? A beholder? Don't know. That makes sense. I don't think it would hard in the stat block to say worshippers of a dragon and get that same type. Oh, worshippers of a dragon get that damage type. Ooh. I kind of like that idea though. I'm trying to think if that would be broken in any way. My gut says no, but I liked it. I'm gonna make that a little note for myself. Possibly make that like a codified part of the stat block list. Oh yeah, which speaking of the stat blocks, every stat block we make on stream can be found in the Discord server, Swordplay and Sorcery. Exclamation point in the chat. I almost said in the Discord. In the chat to get the link to join the server. We talk a lot about movies. We have a lot of game nights. We talk a lot about movies in there. We're constantly hanging out in the voice chat. And there's even the section where you can request 5th edition monsters to be converted to DC20. There's a section where all of them are posted for free for you to have. So you can actually download the PDF of these stat blocks, use them for your home game, or completely butcher them, tear them apart if you want. And there's even a section, no one's used it yet. Someone commented on the last live stream VOD that they will share it, but they haven't yet. But there's a section for you to share your own monster stat blocks, should you make any. Which I'd love to see other people's stat blocks. I see them sometimes in the DC20 server. But that server grew. I can't keep up with the patron chat anymore. If a cultist is insane enough to worship Tiamat directly, hell yeah. Make it crazy. Maybe we just have a whole Tiamat theme tonight. Make Tiamat for DC20. I would need a lot more numbers for that. Oh, wait, you hear the song? You know what this song is? The theme song I used for Swordplay and Sorcery over the years. You know what else is the theme song for? Y'all have no idea how excited I am to start filming that actual play. I'm so pumped. I'm so pumped. And Glenn brought up a good point of making a patron for it to kind of start sharing some like behind the scenes. You know what? You know what I'll do? You know what I will do? I'll make this promise. I'll do it live on stream for everyone. When the last episode releases, there's only going to be 4 because I want to tell a complete story in 4 episodes, 4 sessions, right? When the 4th one goes live, people can get the adventure and run it for themselves, critique it, all of that in the Patreon. We'll do that. So we'll make a Patreon. Maybe we'll launch it this weekend. We'll make a Patreon. We will make sure that the adventure run on for the actual play is available for anyone to use and run for themselves. We'll make sure it has the stat blocks. We'll make sure it has maps if I do use them. I'm not sure I'm gonna use maps, but I have a friend who makes maps, so maybe we'll get him to make maps for the adventure. It'll include the artwork, it'll include their character sheets, maybe even like the raw session itself, because it's going to be a very edited actual play. It's not going to be live. It's going to be pre-recorded. We film it this month. Like it's going to have like an active health bar. It's going to have animations for the action points. It's going to have animations for the roll and the DC. It's going to have like lower thirds that pop up. Like if we talk about a rule, it'll have that rule pop up and kind of just tell people like, hey, this is the rule clarification as written in the beta 0. whatever at the time of filming. I'm very excited. I'm hoping it's great. I'm hoping it's entertaining first. I want it to be entertaining. I want it to be fun. I want people to see the love and passion my friends and I have for DC20 because it's strong. We love this game. I want it to be informative. I want people to see an actual example of like how DC20 is played or one of the many ways you can play it. There's already several great examples on YouTube of people playing DC20. Peak D&D comes to mind, or Peak DC20. That they come to mind. Oh, I was watching another one yesterday where they were using alchemy, and I loved it because we were thinking, whoa, we're talking about using alchemy for when we record, just to kind of keep everyone immersed because we have to record online. But yeah, just putting out another example that's entertaining is another example of how to play the game, and hopefully maybe teaches people how to play the game and how we've bent the rules. Oh my goodness, we got a new subscriber. Todd Hill, thank you so much. Thank you so much for supporting Swordplay and Sorcery. That means the world to me. Because I'm having a blast. I'm having so much fun doing this. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, do Tiamat, 4 action. Dude, hold on. 4 action points per head? Dude, that'd be awesome. 4 action points ahead is crazy work. Or maybe it's a mechanic, right? Where it has 4 actions per turn, but Tiamat goes 4 times in combat. So the 4 actions per head. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Dude. Deskrom, you might be onto something. Oh my god, that'd be so funny. You guys are awesome. Dude, Todd, thank you so much for that. That genuinely means a lot to me. Well, folks, it is 8 p.m. here in Texas, which means our stream has come to an end. In about 30 minutes to an hour, once I get some more things finalized, these stat blocks will be available for everyone to see, use, and download. Exclamation point Discord in the chat to join the Swordplay and Sorcery Discord server, where you can find the access to these stat blocks. Make your own request, or even share your own request, or share your own stat block. The official teaser that I've been sharing tonight over and over again, that's going to go out this weekend. It's going to be part of a full video. It's going out Saturday. So, Saturday, a full video where I explain the vision of the channel, the direction I want to start taking it, and leaning more into what I personally love, which is movies and the movie-going experience. I want to incorporate that into this channel, and Saturday's video will hopefully prove that's the way I'm wanting to go, especially with this actual play series. I'm so excited. Let's see the trailer one more time. I agree. If you can't tell, I always have to buff my monsters. Same. Even when I follow these rules, I have to buff the monsters. Lunar Pierce, I think you have the right idea. We're going to show off that trailer one more time. Thank you everyone for being a part of making the Cultist tonight, which, by the way, next week, the monster that we have to make, hold up, let me pull it up because it's awesome. Give me a second, let me pull up the request. We've already made the Bugbear, which means the next one that we make is a request from Glenn. We have to make Strahd von Zarovich from the Curse of Strahd. But let's leave on a high note because Strahd can be a little bit of a downer, right? Thank you all so much for watching. Please enjoy this teaser trailer for the actual play that we will be launching soon on the Swordplay and Sorcery channel. Join the Discord for more information and news updates about that. I love all your faces. Have a good night.